Hey guys, this is part 5 of the customized knife build. Alright, time to start leveraging the effort I put into crafting both sides together. I start by drilling holes through the entire thing. It was terrifying. I have the metal lining from the knife as a hole guide. There's some extra holes in it that I don't need to transfer to the outer scales. But... Oh, wait, whoo! Wrong hole. This side. I didn't catch all of them. Remember when I said I missed something last episode? Well, I really should have checked which holes I actually did not need to drill. While we're on the topic of holes I didn't need to drill, I was just thinking how I don't need to drill this hole. But I did. So, thus, I am going to... I could plug it. It might just be maple. Let me double check the design. Okay, so it's half and half between the maple and the layered veneer, which is, you know, like the worst place to have to fix. So, one option, I don't fix it. It's fine. There's going to be a plug inside, so it's not going to be like a see-through, oh, why is that hole there? Oh, no reason, I just made a mistake. If it's not going to be that. And besides, I'll get a better look at it once I get everything loose and cut open. Then I'll see what really needs to be fixed. So now, I think I'm at the point where I cut this open. No, I'm at the point where I take the black part off, put the wing on, drill these two holes through the wing so I can get registry on those. Then I cut them out. Okay. Maybe it was recording, maybe it wasn't. Let's check. Footage lost. To time. Entropy. Something, I'm not sure exactly what that was. But we have the holes drilled in. I drilled from this side. Straight through, clean holes, registry. I don't think I made a mistake yet. These two holes do need to be countersunk so I can get the screws deeper so that they're not, so that they fit more flush with the main design. But that's not what I'm going to do now. That's going to be after assembly, I think. Initial assembly. It's also going to be inset on the surface, which means I need to cut the separate, and then flip them over, and then cut into it, so that's not going to be now. Oh right, I never did drill the eye, so I should do that now. Alright. And the wing just came off, so now we get to see how accurate all these initial marks were on the paper. We can see a little bit of off. For drilling the holes, I really cannot trust the paper. And it sucks that I didn't realize about this hole sooner. I'm just wondering if there's a clever way to cover that. It does seem like about the size of a toothpick. Okay, so it turns out the hole was basically the exact same size as a toothpick. And I still do have some more of the layered veneer, so if I really feel like it, if I really want to fix this, I can put in little notches on the sides and fill them with the layered veneer to seamlessly hide my mistake. And filling them is going to be better than not. It'll just help the structure of the wood hold together. Because that part right next to the hole is pretty thin, I would rather fill that with something just so that has that support. So I'm going to cut this down to size, glue it in, and drop the toothpick. Very important step. The wing, though, I can start cutting, I think. And I'm not going to use the bandsaw. I'm actually going to keep using a handsaw because it's slower, it is thinner. The bandsaw, it only takes half a second for everything to just go badly, so handsaw. Part of me says you can fill this whenever you want. I could cut it separate now, then plug it, and then at that point I'll be able to see the pattern inside. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm not going to glue it, actually, but I am going to leave it in and cut it because I do need those small pieces anyways. So now, It's yet another scary point. I need to cut these in half. Does just holding it with this alone make sense? Also, which side is going to be structurally superior? It cuts on the pull. So I think I would rather be pulling this way. There's a lot of vertical veneer lines going in here, so I would rather just pull in this direction, I think. Oh, this is scary. This is really scary. I had to line it up basically exactly with the walnut layer. First score, second score. So far looking good. Still good. Still scary. Still very scary. Okay, keep going. Oh, why did I choose to do this? This is insanity. I only have one veneer thickness give in all directions. Barely putting any strength into it. Just letting the saw blade take the tiniest layer away each time. Just naturally letting the blade go where it wants, which is straight down, because it's a straight blade. Also, the layers I'm cutting through right now is walnut on walnut on walnut. It's really hard to see which layer I'm cutting. It is just a lot of trust and a lot of ignoring the absolute terror I'm feeling. Now, part of me is wondering now, was walnut really the best choice as a sacrificial layer? Couldn't there have been a wood that is thicker but softer that I could have substituted, this giving myself a lot more room for error? And I am starting to wonder, yes, there's probably a lot of woods that would have sufficed in that role, but walnut was the one that I had the most of. I am a little under halfway, and I need to shift this upwards. It's not a procedure that requires a lot of strength, but I am sweating a lot. In terms of ease of cutting, the multi-layer veneer is the hardest part of it, which, you know, it's half glue, half wood. Of course it's the hardest part. Okay, I do have a slight deviation to the side. As for how to fix that, maybe if I throw in a piece of veneer here and then flip everything over, I can start cutting from this side. I want more support, so get this up a little bit higher. Then lock it down. Okay. Oh, come on. Almost. I think it gave. I think I got through. Yes, and We got some of the black showing through. We still have a thin layer of the walnut, super thin, paper thin layer of walnut. That's actually the color we want. There's still some of the walnut on here and here that we need to sand down. Then we'll be able to see it. I want to do that now. I really want to see what it looks like right now. So it turns out this walnut here on the shoulder is also part of the sacrificial layer. So we need to get all that off as well. Okay, it's at the point where I might just want to do spot sandings.